If you're rocking a H2D, Bambulab have done something they don't typically do. They've offered a direct do-it-yourself upgrade path to convert your current H2D to a H2C. In effect, you'll be adding the Vortek system to your printer and bringing it right up to date with 7 nozzles. Saying that, it's a rather involved upgrade, but in this series of videos we'll cover the entire process in depth, throwing in some tips and tricks along the way and making the upgrade as straightforward as possible. The core of this upgrade is equipping the H2D with the Vortek system, an upgrade from dual nozzles to 7 nozzles. It mainly involves the replacement of the heat bed, tool head with X-axis assembly, the AP control board, and the front cover of the original H2D. And only then will we be ready to add the hot end rack assembly and induction hot end latch actuator for the Vortek system. Before progressing any further then, it's wise to check all box contents. You don't want to get part way through and have to stop in the unlikely event something is missing. Note that you'll be shipped 5 separate boxes in all. The first of 5, labelled Vortek Upgrade Kit, contains a range of hardware, so you'll want to remove these boxes since each should be checked carefully. In total, there should be 9 individual boxes here, with the 10th being a small packet. The first contains 3 of the 0.4mm hardened steel induction hot ends, really nicely machined units complete with magnets on either side to attach to the Vortek system, as well as into the extruder head when in use, and the electronics built right into the top, an impressive feat of engineering. Anyways, package 2 has a further 0.4mm hot end, leaving 4 in total, as well as a single 0.2 and a 0.6 nozzle, even though you can't mix nozzle sizes in a single print. Well, not just yet anyways. If you're like me and want to use all nozzles together, you'll need 0.4 across the board, so we'll need to purchase 2 additional for a full set. Package 3 contains all the screws required for the upgrade, all with thread lock pre-applied, which is a nice added touch, as well as adhesive pads and other small pieces of hardware. A new 4-in-1 PTFE adapter, cleaning pads, and nozzle offset calibration sensor in package 4, induction hot end latch actuator in box 5, and the tool head enhanced cooling fan in package 6. Package 7 is larger since it contains the new front H2C faceplate. It's nice that Bamboo include this as it's a purely aesthetic change, replacing the H2D text to H2C on the front of the printer. Anyways, package 8 is larger still with a new textured PEI sheet. Bearing in mind it's slightly smaller than the H2D sheet since we lose 20mm on one side due to the Vortek system taking that space. Finally, we have the Vortek rack mount beam in the 9th box, as well as a short PTFE tube and 2 cables, which look like they'll connect to the main AP board, completing the 10th and final package. The remaining boxes are dedicated to larger sections of the printer. One contains the main heat bed. Again, this needs to be replaced since, like the textured print sheet, the bed itself is slightly smaller by 20mm on the one side. The application processor, or AP board, which is in essence the main board of the printer, a whole new X-axis assembly with a new tool head considering this one has only one fixed nozzle on the left and a space on the right for the magnetic Vortek hot ends to be quickly and easily switched as and when need be. And that leads us on to the final box, the star of the show, the main induction hot end rack assembly. So that completes our box contents. Please ensure you have all these parts before continuing any further with the upgrade. If there are any missing, you'll need to reach out to Bambulab support. Of course, you'll need some tools to help throughout the process too. A driver kit is recommended, although you'll mainly need 1.5 and 2mm hex bits. You can use Allen wrenches if need be, but you'll find it much easier using proper drivers if you can get them. In some spaces, ball-headed drivers can help too. Not strictly necessary, just helpful, so keep them handy if you have them. A plastic spudger will be needed for removing some plastic parts like the LED light covers, although if you don't have them, a flat-headed screwdriver will do the trick. And finally, a utility knife and some diagonal cutters will come in handy too, as well as some lubricant and grease, which should have been originally supplied with your printer. That's pretty much it when it comes to tools, so not too much required. Note you will be dealing with a large number of screws throughout the process, so some screw containers will come in handy. I printed off some containers beforehand and recommend you do the same. Talking of printing, it's also a good idea to print these hot end rack system calibration blocks before you take the printer apart. We'll use them to calibrate the rack assembly once installed. Again, links are below. Anyways, now that we have all of our parts and tools prepared, we can get started, although there are a couple of steps to follow before you get stuck in with the technical stuff. First, ensure your current printer's firmware is completely up to date. If not, then go ahead and apply all outstanding updates. Second, enter the printer settings and locate the printer serial number. Either take an image or make a note of this serial. You will also need an image of the QR code that's located on the inner right side of the printer so that you can activate the new serial number and deactivate the original one. We do this by navigating to the Bambulab serial number activation page. I'll leave a link in the video description below. Here we can enter the existing serial details as requested and enter the new serial details, which you will find on the new AP board within the upgrade kit, before submitting and waiting for confirmation that the new serial number has been activated. Once this happens, the existing H2D serial will be deactivated and we can proceed with the upgrade. With that done, preparation is complete and we're ready to begin the technical upgrade. With your printer in a nice open location so that all sides are relatively easily accessible, we'll go ahead with phase 1 of the Vortek upgrade, heat bed replacement.